Good morning, fam. It is Saturday, August 13th, and today's blog is kind of like a recap of the last couple days. Um, it's been quite an experience this past Thursday and Friday. Um, I had the pleasure of going to the Global Leadership Summit, which is basically a leadership conference that the Willow Creek Association hosts and puts on at Willow Creek, and actually they have like I think it was like 450 satellite cities and locations where they're also broadcasting it. But it was a leadership conference that had 2 days worth of different leaders, mostly from the spiritual world, like pastors and missionaries and that sort of thing, but also some people that just generally excellent leaders in the secular world. Um, One of the highlights from this conference was on Thursday afternoon. One of my favorite pastors to listen to and watch speak. I got the privilege to see in person, and that was Pastor Stephen Furtick, and he gave us a message which had several great nuggets and really kind of encouraged me. But the main piece that I got from there was, because it was all on faith, and the main piece I got from there was digging a ditch in preparation for God's reign. There's going to be many things that you're going to expect from God. Hopefully you expect many great things from God. Hopefully you have audacious faith that He will come through in those things. But there's a big piece of some preparatory action on your behalf that's going to need to take place, and on my behalf it's going to need to take place, that will really put our faith to work, faith without works is a dead faith. So uh, the big piece, the takeaway that I had from that message was that we need to dig some ditches while we're waiting for God to supply the rain. And that really spoke to me. But there's something that God has been speaking to me in the past couple weeks, and I blogged on it recently, in the past week, was just how I needed to get reconnected with Him. And one speaker that we heard Friday, so yesterday, was Mama Maggie Gobran, I think is her last name. And she told a story of, I think it was a sandman who was standing and speaking to this voice that he kept hearing. And he asked the voice, "Who are you?" And the voice said, "Come closer." And he took a step closer. He asked the voice again, "Who are you?" And the voice said, quietly, "Come closer." He took a step closer and his foot dissolved in the water. And then he asked the voice yet again, "Who are you?" And he took another big step closer when the voice said, "Come closer." And then he just completely dissolved. And then the voice said, "I am the ocean." Man, that was like, to me, God spoke in that moment that you need to come closer and you need to dissolve in my presence. That I need to dissolve away myself, my self-centered concerns, and just get lost in His presence. And the way those two interacted with me and connected with me, those two messages, was yes, I need to have faith and I need to prepare and I need to dig some ditches. But what I do definitely need to do more than that is I need to get connected with the Father. Prior to even doing any of that, I need to come closer to Him. Standing out here, I saw, I know you've seen these before, these like little signs, where they have the electrical cables. Call before you dig. So I'm ready to dig some ditches, but I gotta call on the Lord first. What do you need to do? Think about that, you guys. Be blessed and be a blessing.